Imagine a man who never claims to know the truth, yet changes the course of philosophy forever. A man who asks questions not to show off, but to uncover what lies beneath our assumptions. This man was Socrates, and his method of questioning has puzzled, inspired, and infuriated thinkers for over 2,000 years. But here's the real question. Was the Socratic method a genuine path to truth, or simply a clever rhetorical game? Welcome to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel. We explore the intersections of philosophy, history, and critical thought, where ideas come alive and curiosity leads the way. If you're ready to challenge your mind and engage with the questions that shaped our world, you're in the right place. Understanding the Socratic Method. To evaluate whether the Socratic Method is a tool for truth or merely rhetoric, we must first understand what it is. Originating from the dialogues of Plato, the Socratic Method is a form of cooperative argumentative dialogue. Socrates engaged his interlocutors by asking probing questions, challenging assumptions, and exposing contradictions in their thinking. Rather than providing answers, Socrates insisted on inquiry. His goal was not to teach in the conventional sense, but to lead others to self-examination, a process he famously called elenchus, or refutation. In Plato's Apology, Socrates defends his actions by claiming that the unexamined life is not worth living. His method, then, was a moral mission, an attempt to awaken Athens from intellectual complacency. A tool for truth, arguments in favor. Proponents argue that the Socratic method is a genuine pathway to truth for several reasons. Promotes critical thinking. The method forces individuals to clarify their beliefs, define their terms, and follow logical consequences. It strengthens reasoning, an essential component of truth-seeking. Uncovers hidden assumptions. Socratic questioning exposes the foundation of our beliefs. Often, we operate on assumptions we've never questioned. By bringing these to light, the method moves us closer to understanding. Encourages intellectual humility. Socrates claimed to know nothing, yet this was a strength. By admitting ignorance, he opened the door to real inquiry, free from dogma or pretense. Dialogue over monologue. Truth, in Socratic terms, is discovered through discussion, not decree. This democratic spirit makes the method timeless, adaptable to education, science, ethics, and even politics. Timeless influence. Thinkers like Descartes, Hegel, and Karl Popper were influenced by Socratic questioning. The method laid the foundation for modern skepticism, the scientific method, and dialectical reasoning. The critique. Is it mere rhetoric? However, not everyone sees the Socratic method as a noble pursuit of truth. Critics argue it can be manipulative. Socrates often led his opponents into traps. By posing seemingly innocent questions, he could corner them into contradictions, making them look foolish while appearing superior. Destructive, not constructive. The method often ends in aporia, or confusion, rather than clarity. It dismantles beliefs but offers no replacement. This leaves some to question whether it builds knowledge or simply tears it down. Elitist in practice. Socratic dialogues often feature ordinary people outwitted by a philosopher. This raises concerns about power dynamics. Is the method about truth or about displaying intellectual dominance? Limited in scope, the method may be ill-suited for complex empirical questions. While great for ethical or definitional debates, it struggles in areas that require data, experimentation, or specialized knowledge. Socratic irony. Socrates' famous disavowal of knowledge is itself suspect. Some argue that he used false humility as a rhetorical tactic, a subtle way to lead others without appearing to do so. Socratic method in modern contexts. Despite criticism, the Socratic method remains alive today, especially in education and law. In law schools, it's used to train students in critical analysis and argumentation. Professors pose questions not to humiliate, but to simulate real-world thinking under pressure. In the classroom, educators adopt Socratic questioning to engage students, provoke thought, and resist rote memorization. The method aligns with inquiry-based learning, where questions drive knowledge, not just answers. Tech leaders like Elon Musk advocate for first principles thinking, a direct descendant of Socratic reasoning. By questioning every assumption, innovators can break free from traditional constraints and create transformative solutions. Even in psychotherapy, forms of Socratic dialogue are used in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helping patients question distorted thoughts and develop healthier perspectives. Socrates and rhetoric, a delicate balance. Socrates himself distinguished between philosophy and sophistry. The sophists were paid teachers who used persuasive techniques for personal gain. Socrates, by contrast, pursued what he called the good life, a life guided by virtue and examined thought. However, Socrates was not free from rhetorical flair. His irony, selective questioning, and dramatic courtroom defense all reveal a man aware of the power of language. This tension complicates his legacy. Perhaps the truth lies not in choosing between truth and rhetoric, but in recognizing that the Socratic method uses rhetorical tools in service of truth. Like a scalpel, it can heal or harm depending on the hand that wields it. Philosophical reflections, a middle path. So where does that leave us? The Socratic method is not a magic formula for absolute truth. It has limits and it can be abused. Yet it remains one of the most powerful tools we have for intellectual exploration. Why? Because it makes us uncomfortable. It forces us to think. It values questions over certainty and dialogue over dogma. In a world driven by sound bites and certainty, the Socratic method dares us to say, "I don't know, let's find out together." This mindset is desperately needed today, not just in classrooms or courtrooms, but in conversations across politics, religion, identity, and science. When used sincerely, the method encourages openness, empathy, and progress. In the end, the Socratic method is both a mirror and a map. It reflects our current thinking and points toward deeper understanding. It's not perfect. It can be used to manipulate as easily as to enlighten. But in the hands of someone truly seeking the truth, it remains one of humanity's most profound intellectual tools. So, tool for truth or mere rhetoric? Perhaps the answer lies in how you choose to use it. Thanks for watching this episode of The Unfolding Journey. If you found value in exploring the legacy of Socrates with us, imagine where we'll go next, from ancient Athens to modern thought, one question at a time. Backhand index pointing right, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to The Unfolding Journey. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a new episode on the great thinkers, forgotten ideas, and questions that keep us human. Until next time, stay curious and keep unfolding.